put next to him. But I think the one thing is that size creep is kind of in GW's, like, view. Right? Like, the guardsmen, the old school Cadian guardsmen, which are getting a refresh right on time for the squats to come out, so that size creep doesn't really show. The squats are, like, kind of as big as guardsmen, I think. And obviously that shouldn't be the case because they're fucking dwarves versus humans. That's not how they look. But the premier humans of the 40k universe are guard, right? And they're getting a whole range update. They're getting new regiments, or redone regiments. They're getting new models. They're getting a new human sculpt, right? Like, the fucking Renegade Guardsmen already have the human sculpt, but now they're doing it with the Imperium stuff. So they're trying to make the size of things kind of apparent, right? Like, okay, our humans are a lot taller, a little bit slimmer. The proportions are all correct. They're no longer like these weird, heroic-looking, like, guys. They kind of have more features to them. I could be wrong. But in the leaks, it did show a new body sculpt for a lot of stuff. Well, they're not really in... Well, no. Them being in power armor has nothing to do... It's not their bulk I'm concerned about. It's their height. The height is the problem. Bulk is never a problem, right? But, like, if you take a look at the Ironhead Prospectors, their heads are... Like, you don't have much room. It's not like the suit is making them fucking ginormous. It's the bodies are ginormous. So the only way to keep up with that is just to make everything bigger. It's not like they're wearing fucking Dreadnought armor or something, and the Dreadnought's, like, turbo big. I've played LOR. Those, okay. Remember those fucking League of Legends cards I opened on stream? You remember those? I don't think they're worth it. And I even said that when I was opening them on the other stream, is that if you're a big League of Legends fan, you'll enjoy them. If you're not, it's a waste of money, right? Like, if you only like certain champions and you want cards from those champions, great, but it's like $90 a booster box, and you get, like, fucking characters you don't even care for, right? They're not really collectible. They're all, like, decent quality, but it's just, like, not worth the money, man. It's not. Riot merch is pretty good, though. I'd say Riot Games merch I find is alright. The quality is okay. I would even... Hey, I'll vouch right now for Riot Games merch. They sell prints on their website of champion splash arts. The prints are so... Like, the quality is amazing. The print quality is phenomenal. I have the Gangplank one behind me. I don't have it, like, you know, in a frame or anything, but... It is nice. It's very, very nice. The statues are nice. I own one Riot Games statue, but, like, it's the Twisted Fate one from back in the day. Because that Twisted Fate statue is well out of production. If you go on eBay and you try to find some, they're all, like, Chinese knockoffs, or you might have a good one, like a real one, but it's, like, $600 or some nonsense. Yeah, it's absurd. Yeah, no, the merch from Riot Games is good. I mean, it's all from China, but, like, It's good Chinese merch. Or maybe it's not from China. I'm not sure. Kaisa one? No. Did you get the... Yeah, the 8... Dude, they sold a Kaisa statue for like $1,000, and the exclusive thing you get with it is a League of Legends fucking profile picture. Like, it's a profile picture or it's an emote. I think it's a profile picture, though. It's not an emote. Like, couldn't you have given something a little bit more for $1,000? I mean, they don't have to give you anything. You pay for the statue. That's what you're paying for. But the exclusive thing is, okay, you get an emote. Great. Phenomenal. Oh, they just saved my cannon. You know, it's interesting because, like, another thing, Riot Games, same thing with, like, Games Workshop, right? Games Workshop is finally giving their license to different companies that can actually do stuff with it. And I'm not talking about, like, shitty companies. We're talking good gaming companies, good collectible companies, all this stuff. And they're doing work with the license. That's what League of Legends is doing as well. I think League has realized, or Riot realized, that, like, yes, what we have with the League of Legends universe, Runeterra, is sacred. You know, we don't want people fucking this up. And so they partnered with statue companies in China, wherever. I think it is in China, though. Big named companies, too. Not no-name companies. Big ones that are well-established in the collecting world. And they're producing super high-quality League statues, right? That Kaisa statue is, what was it, Prime 1 or something? They have a Fiora statue. Of course, I don't give a shit about any of these, but, like, it's cool to see companies actually work with other companies in different realms to produce things that are great, like, worth your money, if you like that stuff. Bro, if they make a Gangplank statue, boy, that's not even a thought. That shit mine. But I don't think they will because they're gonna release a bunch of like fan favorite female characters. And I say that because every single piece of merch I've seen from other companies is always a female character. There's no men in this picture right now. So either they're going to be working on something like Garen or Darius, some sort of like, you know, fan favorite generic male character. Things that's going to sell, right? That's fine. That's great. But, you know, test the water with the characters everyone likes, apparently. So Kaisa and Fiora. All right. Like, there's not a single dude character in the collectibles from other companies. Like, there just isn't. And if there is, it's like Ezreal. Riot themselves put out Ziggs, Thresh, and Twisted Fate in statues. So, you know, interesting. And then, of course, they made, like, the smaller statuette things that are, like, $100 each. With whatever. Who's the most popular male character? No idea. I mean, you'd think, like, Jhin. Jin's a good one. Bro, imagine if they made a $1,000 Jhin statue. Fucking, like, real, like, fabric and everything. Oh, my God. That'd be badass. Yasuo, that'd be badass. Same thing. They could do real fabric. They can do all that stuff. $1,000, $1,500. You should see the quality of the statues. They're fucking phenomenal. They're works of art. Like, you could do that, man. Maybe they're just testing the waters, though. Because there's 3 expensive League of Legends statues. I forgot the third one, but you won't be surprised with the character they chose. So, the first one that they ever did was Irelia. It was Spirit Blossom Irelia, or some sort of, like, super Ionian-themed Irelia. That's the one they did. That's, like, over $1,000, right? 1,500, some bonkers number. Then they did the Fiora and the Kaisa. Order of the Lotus, that's what it is. Then they did the Fiora and the Kaisa together. Around the same time. Clean. So yeah. Imagine if they did... Dude, what if they did a Thresh statue? What if they did a fucking Gangplank sitting on barrels? What if they did... Dude, you want to see some dynamic badass statue? Go do Pike. How badass would a Pike statue be where he's, like, flying out of water about to fucking execute someone? Like, dude, there is limitless possibilities with these things. Like, actually insane. They can do so much. And even then, if a company doesn't put it out, 3D printing is so good. I don't know if people are aware, if you like collectibles or anything, if you like any tangible piece of gaming or movies, anything, if you like physicality, physical product, 3D printing is fucking insane. 3D printing, you can get the same quality of a $1,000 statue in sculpt from a 3D printer. All it takes is the artist sculpting it and a decent machine to print out the parts, and you can have a work of art in your fucking kitchen being printed out. It's so good. 3D printing is fucked. It's insane. Actually insane. It's crazy. Yeah, 3D printing's good.
Get to work!
30 months in the crew.
Corb, thank you, bro. Yeah, 3D printing is no joke. That shit is cracked out of its mind. I mean, dude, people have printed life-size statues of, like, Master Chief. They've done busts. My Gangplank bust was sculpted by a very talented dude and then printed on a 3D printer. It's almost done, too. I've been seeing progress pics of the print coming out. It's so good. It's so good. It's a 1-to-1 life-size bust of GP. It's a big fucking... It's a monster. I've had it in the works for like 3-4 years now. First came out and people were like mind blown over chess pieces and spinning tops. Yeah, but I think they were more mind blown over the fact that they could create something out of nothing type of deal. But now 3D printing is like, bro, companies use it for product, you know? I have to ghost because she has, He's too tanky and I don't do damage. I'm a full mythic and I don't do damage, KekW. Bro, literally no one does damage on this team. It's depressing. Oh, Nami was 1 HP, though. Wow. Bro, TF sucks dick. What a worthless champ. He's too fair. How many bursts did I just do to get nothing, Kek? There's companies that print 3D houses. Oh, yeah, for sure. There's companies that put out fucking bricks, 3D printed bricks that go into making homes. Yeah. It's insane. But isn't 3D printing kind of bad? Because isn't it all just a bunch of, like, plastic? Drip Savvy, thank you. It's all reused. Some stuff I'm sure they've managed to, like, engineer it to be reused, but not all of it. I was watching a video last night. A company is able to print miniatures and then throw back all the excess parts of printing the miniatures into making more. Like, that's phenomenal. But I'm not sure 3D printers have reusable waste, like most of them. I think that's more of like what you've engineered going into the machine. 3D printed organs. Did you guys hear about the story of a guy who had a fucking pig heart put in his chest? It was like a last-ditch effort to save the guy's life, and he had a fucking pig heart transplanted into his own. But then it had some sort of, like, infectious disease, and he died. Yeah. It's fucked up. I mean, it was a last-ditch effort, too, though. Like, he was going to die, and the doctors were like, okay, well, what else can we do, right? Survived a few days and weeks. Yeah, I mean, the infection, I guess, would, like, catch up to you eventually, though. We'll see where the world is headed, bro. We got, like people can 3D print food from paste and all this stuff. Like, bro, humanity's gonna have to, do something down the line once we fuck this planet enough. How many years do we got left? Who fucking knows, bro? Who knows? Can grow meat from a single extracted animal cell. Yeah, exactly, right? Like we're fucking mad scientists. But we're doing it to save the human race, guys. The human race. Dude, one of the... So, I remember seeing pro players. They had GIFs given to them of themselves being 3D printed. Did you see that? And people had won these things, too. People won 3D prints of themselves. Or not themselves, but like of pro players. So weird. It's a little strange. I don't know. It's like kind of cringe. What I'm saying is that, okay, pro players, esport players, were 3D printed. Their full bodies 3D printed. And then fans could win teams of 3D printed players. So, like, on your shelf, you'd have, like, Bjergsen and Double Lift and all these guys 3D printed. You know? It's interesting. I mean, to each his own, but I don't know about that. I mean, you could only say it's weird because it's, like, of a person who exists, but then what's the difference of, like, okay, I have a life-size bust of Gangplank, right? But, you know, Gangplank's not real. He's a character made up. But, I don't know. They even sent... Remember when Tyler 1 was doing, like, an unboxing? So T1 joined the organization T1 for a little bit. Whether that was, like, some sort of, like, PR thing or whatever. Like, oh, my God, Tyler 1 joined T1. Ah, funny. They sent him a statue of himself with Faker. Like, him 3D printed with Faker. Which I thought was kind of funny. One item Aatrox Keck balance dead game. I mean, it's funny. Yeah. I'll say this though, bro. Riot Games has a lot of cool shit they send people. I was sent, so when a company has money they go all out. Like, Riot Games goes all out with what they send people. I was given... so I have a manager, and we talk about deals and sponsorships and all that stuff. And one day he's like, yo, do you know Grubhub? I'm like, sure, yeah, I know Grubhub. Never used them. They're like, they want to send you something. I'm like, okay. So I don't even think we have Grubhub in Canada. So I could never advertise it because it's like, bro, it's I don't know anything about it. Isn't it just like an Uber Eats? But it was like the official LCS sponsor and all this stuff, right? Like everywhere on stage you'd see Grubhub, whatever. And so they sent me a package. I'm like, what could it be? Bro, what they sent me is right behind me on stream. Do you see? Right there. It's a life-size Hextech chest made of wood and painted. And there was a bunch of Grubhub merch on the inside. I'm like, bro, that's pretty fucking cool. It's heavy. And they sent that out to a bunch of people. For whatever reason. Yeah, the fucking Hextech chest right here, it's cool. It's like a replica Hextech chest. So, you know. Riot does do a lot of stuff like that, though. Like, when Tyler 1 got Challenger in every role, they sent Tyler 1 5 medals, and on each medal was, like, Challenger, and then it was the rank, right? They do shit like that. They'll commission an artist to make people things. Or in this case, I guess they commissioned Grubhub to kind of, like, make loot boxes. So, it's cool. It is cool. I mean, they don't have to do it, but they do. One of the coolest fucking things was, I think if you were in Brazil, if you were a content creator in Brazil, somewhere over there, during the launch of the Ruin King video game, content creators in Brazil, or somewhere over there, were given fucking gold coins of all the characters in the game. And a bunch of, like, swag to go with it, such as, like, a themed hat, shirt, all this stuff. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? That's awesome. So, like, you had a gold Pike coin, a gold Braum coin, like, Ari was a gold coin. It's all the characters in the game, right? Like, and you got it for free, bro, for free. Well, gold-plated or gold-painted, whatever it was, it's still cool. And it was free. It was literally free. And it's interesting, too, because each region gets something unique. So, what was I sent? I was sent shit from Twitch. I was sent shit from Riot. Grubhub. Dude, Twitch sent out care packages to the content creators, right? For the Twitch partners. It was a mug. It was a blanket. It was... The weirdest fucking thing they sent me was a full-blown Connect 4 of Twitch. A Twitch-themed Connect 4. Like, what do I do with that? Like a literal full board game of Connect 4.